Bondra.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming now where you send out Jeff Toms for your first part of that penalty killing unit with Kelly Miller, and then you can come back with the stars in your team, much like the Red Wings do, whether it be Yzerman or Fedorov or whomever.
They're all doing it today. Star players playing power plays and killing penalties with the timeouts and everything the way they are. They can allot their time a lot better for these great players.
Here's Erickson. LaPointe, which for the fans is a good thing. You see the best players playing more. Oates fed one through, knocked down by Larionov before it went to Zednik, who's out of the box. So Detroit failing on their power play try, but do lead it 1-0 on the Stacey Roos goal. Here's Larionov with LaPointe, passed across, blocked down. Erickson stuck with it, however. Into LaPointe. Larionov in front. Tabaracci knocked it away before Shanahan could get his stick on it. Out to the line. Held in by Krupp. Now the Capitals. Sent ahead by Malgunas. Knocked down at center ice as Washington changes. Mironov retreats. To Bondra. He'll head to the bench, slapping it in. Osgood to block. Sent up by Golubovsky. Here's Draper, created a pick. Maltby scoots in right wing side. Maltby can't get around his former teammate as Mironov stayed with him. Aaron Ward back after it against Trevor Halverson, number 18. Capitals stealing in deep. Waiting for it, Matt Herr in front. In behind the goal. Spikhovsky. He's rubbed out of the play by Golubovsky on Spikhovsky. Maltby takes his check. Halverson had nowhere to go. Around the other side, Herr back to the point, knocked down in front, and Maltby will carry out. Onto the stick of Draper as the Red Wings change. Draper heads off. Joe Riki wired it around the boards. Fedorov off the bench, held it in. Now goes and gets that rebound. Nice little spinorama in front of the goal. And Tabaracci the save. 2:20 to go here, opening period. 1-0 Red Wings. Washington's only visit to Joe Louis Arena this season. They will not be here in the regular campaign. The only time these two teams will meet is a week tomorrow night in Washington. Danino down to touch, and this will be icing. 2:02 to go in the first. Stacey Roos from Fedorov at 8:52, the only scoring play so far.
In a dangerous world, Michigan needs an attorney general we can trust. Compare the candidates. John Smetanka, tough federal prosecutor, experienced crime fighter. Smetanka is John Engler's choice. Jennifer Granholm, political appointee in Detroit local government, liberal, handpicked by Jeffrey Feiger as his candidate for attorney general. Engler's choice or Feiger's choice? Who do you trust to be Michigan's top cop?
A champion's pedigree.
We are a company built on engineering mastery. 300 gives us an all-out engineering car.
The all-new 99 Chrysler 300M Sports Sedan.
It's unique, and it's exciting, and it's a basic automotive experience.
The most horsepower, the most torque, and the widest stance in its class. The Chrysler 300M. The technology has changed, but the soul lives on.
See one of your Chrysler and Plymouth superstores today.
The baseball season lives on as Fox Sports Detroit presents the Tigers Year in Review. Host John Keating reviews the top stories of '98, an insightful look toward the '99 campaign. Tigers Year in Review premieres this Sunday at 6 p.m. exclusively on Fox Sports Detroit. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening period. 1-0 Red Wings. Osgood out behind the net. Miller tied up in there with Kozlov. Out to center ice, the puck comes. Kozlov, Roost, and Yzerman. The unit out there knocked down by Yzerman with a high stick. So another stop and play gives us a chance to take a break. Back in a moment to Joe Louis Arena.
A great time is a sure thing at Travelers Bay Casino Resorts. A great time is a sure thing. It has a familiar ring. 'Cause it's all here. Life's a ball here. Ready, set. Now let the games begin. A great time is a sure thing. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna grin.
Play just underway in the final moments here of the opening period at the Joe. 1-0 Red Wings. Stacy Roos from Sergei Fedorov. Glad you're along with us this evening on Fox Sports Detroit. Rematch of last season's Stanley Cup final. Krupp hauled down, penalty coming up to the Capitals. Here's Kozlov on a tear. Puck off his stick down the ice. Goes and gets it. And then the Washington Capitals finally touch.
Not a good penalty for the Caps to take here with a minute to go. In the offensive zone, they got Krupp upset. It was Eagles that chopped him on the boards and got him mad. And Krupp went back, Hustle got the puck, and then they put it looked like a harmless hook on him and pulled him down. Coming out of his own zone right there. What happens when you're beat? You're not skating. You reach out and hook somebody, and Miller.
Well, I get a second here. Want to wish a happy birthday tomorrow to Matt Chapman, who's turning 12 years old. Igor Larionov with Lapointe and Shanahan, Lidstrom and Krupp. Half boards taken by Ricky. Lidstrom held that puck in. Into the corner, Larionov got in front of Malgunas. Bondra and Shanahan colliding. Bondra went down. Shanahan picked it up to Lidstrom with room. His shot blocked nicely. Ricky got down in front of it. Good shot blocker is Joe Ricky. What the Capitals will miss most, Gonchar feeding that puck so well, is an offensive defenseman from that Capital blue line.
Oh, gee, that was close at the blue line. Malgunas stopped it with the skate. Coming up, 35.7 seconds. Playing time from now. We'll speak to the Goose, Brian Finnerty, as the Rockers get set for another exciting soccer season. Finnerty, one of the better interviews in the game, will be along with us live during our first intermission.
And he could be a brother for a former Red Wing. You folks that are watching this, I'll tell you who I think he could be.
I know who you're thinking of.
I know you know. He could be a twin for a former Red Wing. He was a right winger. I'll give you a hint.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
These guys do look alike.
In the second period. Here's Shanahan, the shot. Rebound in front, stopped by Tabaracci. To the line, getting over was Lidstrom to hold in. The point in front of the net. Lidstrom to Shanahan. Worked it back to him. Lidstrom held it in. Shanahan knocked down on the play. And the Capitals, Matt Herr, will muscle it out to center ice. Lapointe was heading off. One last long shot by Shanahan on the one-timer. Couldn't get good wood on that puck. In behind the net, and the first period comes to a close, and pretty quick pace period. The Red Wings out shooting Rick Tabaracci and the Capitals by a count of 9-5. Chris Osgood not really busy, but did have to make a couple of tough saves on bouncing pucks near his goal crease and got helped out by the post on one occasion. So the scoring looked like this. Stacy Roos, his 5th goal to lead the Red Wings at 8:52 of the opening period. Sergei Fedorov picking up the lone assist, and that's where we stand after 20 minutes of play here at the Joe. The final preseason game for both these teams. The Red Wings with the lead after the first. The Goose, Brian Finnerty, coming up. We'll talk Rocker soccer next from the Joe.